HBAR holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Cannot thank you guys enough for all your support. But yeah, let's take a look at what's happening with the price of HBAR right now, and of course, what we could be expecting going into Wednesday morning. And I'm sure at this point, you guys are, well aware as to, what's happening with the crypto markets at this point. I've been keeping you guys updated, the market analysis update, and, all my other updates throughout, my channel. But yeah, a lot of uncertainty, what we've discussed yesterday, even though, we were starting to see the market picking up a little bit, a lot of people were bouncing around and saying this is very exciting. I did indicate that even though we're seeing a lot of green across the board, I'm not pumped up just yet because of the fact that there's a lot of other things to be keeping into consideration. And exactly that's what ended up happening as we did start off Tuesday with, of course, the China tariffs that we're hearing about. But looking across the board, once again, a lot of red over the last 1 hour, a little bit of a bounce, but again, in a grand scheme of things, nothing to be getting overly excited about just yet. But let's take a look at what's happening with the price. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So you're looking at the price right now at 14.7 cents, down 2% in Bitcoin comparative. Market valuation at 6.23 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about a $500 million mark. Looking at the Bitcoin dominance index is starting to pick up traction over the last few hours. To be specific, let me show you guys the hourly time frame so you can understand what I'm really referring to. You're looking at the dominance wanting to break out here. You can see dominance did try to break out of this resistance around the 63.53%. Because we've been trying to break out of here over the last few hours. And maybe if Bitcoin does not hold around the levels where it is, I think we start heading towards the upside for the dominance, which again would not be a good sign for altcoins as of now. So obviously the tariffs have taken place, they have gone live. So we'll see how the market reacts. Obviously the futures have fallen, and the stock market didn't perform quite strong yesterday as well. We did see a bunch of volatility, and I think we're starting to see that happening within the crypto space as well. Again, I want to show you guys Bitcoin price right now as we're recording this update, and then we'll kind of jump into the HBAR analysis. So you're looking at BTC at 76.3. We did retest the 0.50 fib zone support line once again right at the neckline. Have seen a little bit of a bounce, but you could really see what we've been discussing has really been becoming a reality as of now. But enough with that. Let's take a look at what's happening with HBAR's price. Really want to take a look at it on the shorter time scale so you can understand what's going on here. So of course, yesterday, we did go up to that 16.6. It's a beautiful, beautiful bounce for HBAR yesterday, reclaiming back into, this, 78.6. It's not like it's left the 78.6, but the fact that, we were able to reclaim back above this major key resistance is a very, very important sign. And, this kind of showed where, the interest really lies, and, which utility projects are, sought after from a lot of, people in terms of demand factor, because of course, everything reacted in a negative way due to this major pullback that we did see yesterday. But the recovery itself needs to be studied. But of course, we did see a little bit of retracement, and once again, obviously nowhere near the April 7th low, which again was just yesterday. If you want to put this into perspective, we have seen a retracement of about 13.5%. Let's face it, BTC did break down to the likes of 75. And obviously that should kind of go hand in hand as to why you're seeing a retracement like this for HBAR happening. But again, we're still in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level if you want to take a look at it on the hourly time frame. Obviously, we do have significant amount of support if we were to drop below the 78.6. Of course, no one really wants that to happen, I'm sure. But with the way dominance is climbing up right now, obviously Bitcoin's still not out of the woods yet. Obviously, if Bitcoin drops below the 73.6 range, then of course, we enter pre-Donald Trump levels, which of course is not something a lot of people want to see. But that could be a reality that is very, very near. So obviously we're gonna see how these tariffs really get how they really go about, and if we hear bigger updates. A lot of people are pointing at rate cut this, rate cut that. I've indicated in a market analysis update, it doesn't matter if there's a rate cut or not. There's a lot of other things that you need to be paying attention to rather than just a rate cut, because of course, in terms of uncertainty, it's still really high. People want to stack their cash right now, and you're noticing a little bit of a trend from the bond market. If you're looking at the stock market, if you're looking at crypto, you're noticing that specific trend. But let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.